Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of My Perspective Podcast with your boy, Big Hawk. Thank you so much for tuning in with me for another great conversation, another great talk, another great time to just give you some game based on my life experiences. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before we get started, disclaimer. Hey, man, everything I do, everything I say is just based off my life, what I've been through, what I've experienced, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm an open book, and I just share with you. Check this out, though. I hope what I say, I hope it resonate with you. I hope that it provoke thought, and I also hope that it provoke change. But if not, no harm, no foul, because guess what? It's just my perspective. Let's get into it. So check this out. I've been thinking, man. I'm always thinking. My mind never shuts off. I'm always thinking. But you know what I realized? Another realization Big Hawk done came to. I don't know how to say it. I would have been further along in life by a gazillion miles had I believed in myself, had I believed in the gifts in me, had I believed in the God in me, had I believed in what the universe has been telling me for the past umpteen years. And now I'm just not coming to realization of these things that I've known to be true for quite some time now. Man, I've been chasing the proverbial dream for years. But what I haven't done was believed in myself. I've always allowed limited beliefs in me stop my destiny, stop my future, stagnate my purpose in life. Like what I'm talking about today has been in me. And that's what I want to talk about for a few moments today. Man, every gift, every purpose, every desire that each and every one of you ever had has been there from day one. When I say day one, I mean from the inception when your daddy shot your mama club up. It's been there from day one. You were made and you were formed in the image and likeness of God. I was made and I was formed in the image and likeness of God. Okay, to my non-religious folks, you were made and you were formed in a fashion similar unto the universe. Whether you believe in God or whether you believe in the universe, whether you believe in nature, you were created in a similar form and fashion of God, the universe, or nature. You were created with purpose. I don't care if you disabled. I don't care if you was labeled SLD, you got a disability, you got a speech impediment. I don't care what title they put on you because of your limitation. The only thing that can stop you is your limited beliefs in yourself. You don't believe in you. I didn't believe in me for a long time. A long time. I'm learning things today that I didn't know 25 years ago that stopped me from going from one level to another level to another level. If y'all pay attention to my podcast, I'm so high and I'm so appreciative and I so love and back the power of the black woman. I do, because that's who helped me get over the hump. But that was still limited because at the end of the day, I didn't believe in myself the way I should have. I knew I had a dream. I knew I had a desire. I knew I had a vision, right? But trying to figure out how it's gonna come to pass, that always stumped me. That always stopped me. That was the proverbial roadblock in my path. I always would get to a certain level in life and then freeze. I don't know if it was failure of being successful. I don't know if um It was a combination of a lot of things. But I'm learning today what these things are scientifically. But I would always get to a certain place, would make great strides. I mean, I would be making great strides, and then boom, all of a sudden, I just freeze, make excuses, procrastinate, um, change directions, find something else to do, all because I would get to a certain point, and then the doubt would kick in, the variation would kick in, the overthinking would kick in. But this one thing that we got to know as humans and as entrepreneurs and as people who got goals, people who got dreams, people who got purpose. It's not your responsibility to figure out how things are going to come to pass. It's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is believe in self. Your responsibility is to believe in you. You have to believe that if this dream came to me, or this vision came to me, I can get it done. That's all you got to believe. That's your main priority. Believe in yourself. But we look at the world today as we know it is a man-made construct. It's a man-made construct. Man created the world in a way that benefit the top dogs, the 1%, the 1% of the 1%. Think about it. Every one of us done been to school. Well, the majority of us have been to school and graduated high school. Some of us didn't. Even smaller um, percentage of us went to college and graduated college. Most of us didn't. But the ones who graduated high school, the ones who graduated college, how much of that learning that you received translated into what you're doing today as a profession? All they wanted to see was, can you be a good worker? Because liberal arts ain't gonna help you in business. You know what I'm saying? Life experiences help most businessmen in business. So the people who are most successful, they didn't need the degrees. They did not need the degrees. And it's a great majority of us who are businessmen and businesswomen who are successful, high level businessmen and businesswomen don't have a college degree. Some of us don't have high school degrees, high school diplomas, because it ain't about the paperwork. It's about the knowledge, the skills acquired. That's why trade schools and certifications are important. But we've been brainwashed and manipulated and trained into thinking, well, I got to go to school, I got to go to college, I got to get an education. But 70% of that education we don't even need in the field that we're going into. Yeah, I drive trucks for a living. That's my current profession. Why do I need to know um science? Why do I need to know English? Other than basic reading and writing. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I need to know is logistics. I need to know time management. I need to know planning. These are things I need to know to be effective in my career, whether that be driving the truck, dispatching the truck, fleet managing the trucks, a fleet of trucks. I need these types of skills. But man, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, um, science, like it's good to know it, but does that benefit me in my career? It don't. And the same go for you in your career. And the same go for you and your purpose in life. Your purpose don't require titles, degrees, certification. Your purpose requires belief, structure, planning, and most importantly, execution. Once you believe in yourself and you begin to act as if you are already what you're trying to become, devise a plan, put structure and order in place, the universe is gonna take care of the rest. It ain't for you to figure out how it's gonna come to pass. It ain't for you to figure that out. God always show us the end from the beginning. That's to keep you motivated. That's to keep you driven. That's to keep you um, locked in and consistent. That's not for you to figure out how it's going to come to pass. It's not to figure out how you're going to make it come to pass. That's not your job. That's not your job. Had I been obedient to my gift, to my calling, to my purpose, I wouldn't be on the podcast sharing these tips and gems with you. I'd be living the life. Still married to my first wife, house intact, house in order, but because of my disobedience to my gift, because of my disobedience to my calling, because of my disobedience to my purpose, I've been, we fall down, but we get up. One step forward, two steps back. My entire life, my entire life, my entire life, because I wasn't obedient to my gift, my calling, and my purpose. Let me say another thing. Yeah, I believe in God. I don't subscribe to religion anymore, but I still got the residue on me. And I do believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I believe in the universe talking. I believe in nature. All to me is all one and the same. But however y'all want to believe, I'm not knocking it. I'm with you on that. But when I was obedient, whenever I was obedient to my gift and to my calling, I thrived in whatever genre, whatever uh, path I was on. I thrived in it. But when I was disobedient, I lost it all every time. I'm talking about relationships, business, jobs, careers. Every time, lost it all. Lost it all. So it's very, very, man, it's vitally important that you stay, that you believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how on earth is the universe gonna bring something to you? Your brain is wired to deliver whatever you think about. When your brain has done the same thing, when you've been operating in limited beliefs all your life, and now you want to break out of those limitations and become limitless, your brain see that as a threat because this is something new. That's why you begin to overthink. That's why you begin to overthink. And your brain puts those limited beliefs, those limited belief patterns that you've been living by in your path to block out this new way of thinking, this new way of living, this new journey that you're partaking on. And that's where the struggle begins. But it's not to break you. It's not to keep, well, the brain is protecting you. That's what the brain sees as protection. But once you realize what this is, don't see it as a bad thing. That means you're on the right path. When you overthinking, your judgment is getting clouded, that means change is on the way. That's all that means. That means change is on the way. When you get scared, you get nervous, you begin to procrastinate, just know that your breakthrough is not that far away because that's the brain protecting you from the new you. Because the brain don't know good from bad, um, good from evil, right from wrong. The brain operates off patterns, but you can rewire your brain by changing your beliefs, changing your thoughts, changing your patterns. It ain't easy, but it ain't that hard either. You just got to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. It's all about execution. You can execute afraid, you know that, right? You can be afraid and still execute the plan God gave you. Execute the plan that's in your spirit, that's birthed in your spirit. You still can execute afraid. And once you see the results while executing afraid, it's going to build confidence. It's going to build your confidence. And once your confidence get built, now your expectations become greater. And now your belief becomes greater and more powerful. Now you don't see those fears, false evidences appearing real. You don't see those now. You know what you can do based on what you've done in the past, based on your successes. Now, the key to those successes is build momentum. You have to build momentum. When you have one great success, build upon that success. Don't take your victory lap, throw a party, and relax and get comfortable. Because guess what? When it's time to go to the next level, you got to start this process all over again. Procrastination, the limited beliefs, It's like you forgot where God brought you from. But once you build on that success, one after another, you still gonna have obstacles. The obstacles are gonna be there, but your belief is gonna be so strong and so high. Those obstacles don't stand a chance. They're not gonna last long as they did originally when you took a break. Let me tell you something about prayer as well. You should always pray. And that word pray just means to have a conversation. It just means to talk. Pray means to say. That's all it means. So when you're having a conversation, declaring what you desire and speaking those things that are not as though they were, when you're doing these things, you are rewiring your brain. And you are making, when you pray, you need to learn how to declare, not hope. The only time you should hope is when you're believing for somebody or something that you have no control over. But when it comes to your destiny, you have control over your destiny. You don't have control over how you're gonna get the end result, but you have control over the execution of the destiny that you have. That's in front of you. You control that. You control whether you stay on task or not. You control whether you study or not. You control whether you put out the content or not. You control whether you love or not. You control whether you do the right thing or do the wrong thing. These are things you control. But if my son is going to jail, or my son is getting in trouble, my daughter got in trouble, I have no control over that. So I hope things get better for them. You see what I'm saying? But we be hoping things go right for us. No, don't hope shit get right for you. You declare what you want and you decree what's going to happen. Your words are the most powerful thing you have once you believe. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You know you believe when you put action behind your faith. The world know you believe when you put action behind your faith. Man, Jeff Bezos, that joker had a dream to create an online bookstore. That's what the Kindle was. That's what the Kindle is. It's an e-reader. He had a garage full of books. A garage full of books. He wanted to make them available online to e-read, an online library, if you will. And everybody who he brought the idea to, they pretty much laughed at him and didn't help him or didn't give him enough or whatever. They pretty much took him for a joke. They didn't see his vision. But he told them that Amazon was going to make him a billionaire 100 times over. He told him that. I mean, a geek. I mean, a nerd. Somebody you wouldn't even take. He just a smart guy, but nobody took him. Nobody could see it but him. And he kept at it and look at him. His net worth, not his gross, his net worth, 400 billion. Some crazy number like that. Like, that's the power of belief. That's the power of belief. And it's not all about money, but I have to put it in dollars and cents so it can be tangible and real to you. He believed in himself. I don't care if y'all think he evil. I don't care if y'all think he this, he that, but he believed in himself. And he's building Amazon. It's 2 or 3 Amazon in every city. That's how you can get your stuff the same day. Because he believed in himself. And now he top 5 richest man in the world. On the whole planet. Top 5. Because of self-belief. I mean, if it worked for him, why can't it work for you? There's no limit to what you can do. Only thing limiting you is your belief in yourself. Because we want to know how every step of the way is going to work out. It ain't your responsibility to figure out how it's going to work out. It's your responsibility to believe and to execute. That's it. To believe and to execute. I'm telling you, I've lost everything when my belief died. When I didn't believe in myself. Or if I stopped believing in myself. Relationships, businesses, you name it. When self-doubt and disbelief set in, man, you don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. But when you start believing in yourself, and it's gonna change, good and bad, good and bad. You're gonna empower yourself, but you're gonna have to shed off some things too. Relationships gonna have to go. Family gonna have to get cut off. Friendships that you thought was gonna be last forever gonna get cut off. But these things are necessary to get your purpose accomplished. We were designed, we were created for a purpose in life. Beyonce is the greatest entertainer, one of the greatest entertainers of our time in the black community, in pop culture. But the world is 8 billion people, 8.8 billion people or something like that. She only know a fraction of the world. Only a fraction of the world know who she is. That's why you are so important, because you don't need the whole world supporting you. All you need is your fraction. All you need is your fraction. That's why you got to believe in yourself, because people are counting on you. People are counting on you. People are counting on me. That's why you got to stay locked in on your purpose. Stay locked in on your future and on your destiny. You have to, because your tribe is counting on you. I don't care about Bill Gates. I don't care about Warren Buffett. These guys are powerful, great men in their own right, but they don't resonate with everybody. They don't resonate with everybody. But you got a group of people that resonate with you, but you stuck in disbelief. You stuck in limited beliefs. I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Find somebody who resonate with you, who you can relate to, and follow their blueprint. Learn from them. Sit at their feet. I don't care if they're younger than you. I don't care if they're older than you. I'm in a mentorship program right now with a jit half my age, but he winning. He winning practically. Guess what? I'm in a mentorship program. He half my age. I don't care about how old you are. I care about results. It's important. It's how you break limited beliefs. It's how you break limited beliefs. We've been born and gifted from birth with a certain paradigm. All the paradigm is a certain set of habits, traits, and nuances from your mama and from your daddy. Whether you know your daddy or not, whether you know your mama or not, they gave you a portion of themselves through conception. Now, if you don't grow up and discover that you want something different in life, you won't change that paradigm. You'll just go along in life just how you are. But it's up to you to shift or change the paradigm within you if you want to do greater things, if you got that belief in you. We all do, but we all don't discover it. We all don't come to the realization that I was created for greater than what I am. Because we all are. There's levels to everything. On some level, we all are created for greater. But it's up to you to discover it. It's up to you to believe it. And it's up to you to execute it. And by execution, that don't mean you're going to hit a home run when you first up the bat. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. You're going to trip and fall. You're going to have a setback. That's part of becoming great. That's part of becoming the best in what you do. That's how you become the best at what you do. Falling, failing, stumbling, tripping. That's all data. That's all feedback. That's how you become great. But you keep at it. And you keep at it. And guess what? Eventually you're going to overcome it. Then you're going to be the authority in whatever that is God called you to do. Whatever that is God called you to be. The universe or nature, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it God because that's where I came from. I don't subscribe to religion, but I believe in a higher power. And for my sanity, I just say God. So I'm rolling with that. So when God called you to do something, put something inside of you, that's your purpose. That's your purpose. And I'm finna wrap it up, but I'm gonna end right here. When you pray, this is where I'm gonna get in trouble at right here. When you pray, we've been taught to pray up to heaven. We've been taught to pray outwardly for something outwardly to come inside of us. I'm here today to tell you that's false. That's false. You were made in the image and likeness of God from birth. From birth. Each and every one of us, we were created in the image and likeness of God. That means we have a portion of God in us that's strong, that resonates with us the most. So that's your gift, that's your purpose, that's your calling in life. This is what I believe. And it's up to you and it's up to me to cultivate that gift and that purpose and to execute that gift and that purpose. And that's your assignment to humanity. Now that assignment to humanity will change your life monetarily, tangibly, peace of mind, spiritually, emotionally. It'll do all these things if you execute, but more importantly, if you believe in your calling. So when you pray inwardly because it's already there. It's up to you to pull it out and to make it tangible to the world. So pray knowing what's inside of you, not hoping you get whatever. No, it's already there. Your gift and your calling is without repentance. Ain't nobody take it away from you. You can suppress it, but that's gonna make for a miserable life. That's gonna make for a miserable life because you suppressing your gift and your purpose. And one thing I know about God, one thing I know about the universe, He ain't gonna let you rest. She ain't gonna let you rest. It's gonna keep circling the block. It's gonna keep circling the block. It's gonna keep circling the block until you attack it, until you execute it. That's why we got a lot of unhappy people. It ain't because the relationship didn't work out. It's because they ain't doing their purpose. They ain't operating their purpose. And they making all these other excuses why life is trash for them. But life ain't trash for them because of the relationship, because of the job, because of the man. It's because you ain't operating your purpose. It's because you ain't operating your purpose. And until you do that, you're going to always have frustration in life. I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. I'd rather walk in my purpose than be with the girl of my dream. I'd rather walk in my purpose and have the girl who believe in me and believe in my purpose locked in side by side. Yeah. I'd rather be with who want to be with me, who believe in me, than I got this bombshell, I got this baddie, and she don't care about nothing I got going on. She just care about looking good. She just care about getting money, getting your money, and living off your back. Like, no, man, no. You want somebody to believe in you, and you want to believe in somebody, but you're not gonna get that if you're not honed in and locked into your purpose. I'm gonna land the plane right there. Thank you for joining me for another great episode. This your boy Big Hawk. My Perspective Podcast. Till next week. Love y'all. Peace.